Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is a continuation in the previous video I did, which is all about literals in Java. But today we are going to explore more on the string literals, okay? Um, I am going to show you an image so that you would be able to understand what I'm trying to say, okay? Java language would be so boring if we are only allowed to deal with primitive data types. Fortunately, Java allows us to use non-primitive data types in programming or coding. Okay, so in the diagram that you can see right now in your screen, so there are two types of data. We have primitive and non-primitive data types. So we already finished discussing about primitive data types, and now we are going to move on to non-primitive data types. So for the non-primitive data types, these are actually types that can create objects. Okay, so object is another concept that we will be covering in the future videos that I am going to make for you. Um, but in this case, I will just be going to um, discuss more on the strings. Okay, strings are actually classes. I mean, a string is a type of a class. So basically in Java, strings look like a primitive type, but strings are actually class in Java. Okay, it is a class, and it also other classes are arrays and some defined class. We will be discussing more into this, but the scope of this video is just limited to strings. Okay, so let's go back to our IDE so you can see. Okay, so one of the very important object type in Java is the string. So I am going to write down string literals. Literals. Let me just quickly compare it with string objects. Okay, so we have string literals and string objects. So as I have mentioned, we will just be going to focus more on literals than in objects because that's a whole new concept that has a lot of, you know, a lot of understanding, and you should have knowledge already about literals before proceeding to this new concept about objects. So in this case, string literals, let's try to have a string type. Let's say input equals hello world. Okay, and then don't forget the semicolon. So you can see here in this program that uh, a string literal requires you to input a fixed data because, as we have mentioned, literals are fixed, and the actual data that you put inside, I mean, you assign inside a variable input. Okay, so here um, this is not an object. This is a string literal. Okay, so we are going to we'll try to make a string that is in object type. So in order to create an object of type string like this, you can input two, for example, and then equals new, and we have string. Okay, so this is an object, while this one is a literal. Okay, it holds a fixed value, hello world. So since we will not be discussing more of into this one, into string um, objects, so we'll just delete that one for now. Okay, so The double quotes are parts of literals, you see? These are parts of literals. If you put a single quote, then that would be treated as a syntax error, because this is the single quote signifies a character. It's invalid character constant. So if you want to make it into a constant, it will still be wrong. Why? Because your type is string, not unless you change it to char, and then that would be okay. Okay, so let's just go back to our um, first example. Let's quickly undo what we just did. Okay. You can put almost anything inside the quotation, by the way, and that is considered as legal, even an empty one, which is called an empty string. So you can, as I have mentioned, for strings, you need to put double quotation, right? But you can also put special characters here, right? Like say, for example, backward slash and then end. So this one is a valid, I mean, this is a legal syntax, because this one means line break. So you will have a line break after this, after this one is being um, displayed in the screen. Okay, so we have also, not only that, we can also put a tab if you want, and that is a valid character. And even you want a slash, like like that is valid, but a backward slash is an invalid. So if you want to put a slash, so you need to like double slash, I mean, sorry, single slash. Okay, so this is actually what a string literal is. Okay, so you can output this one. Let's try to output this system dot out. Okay, this one is print stream in the system. So sorry, it's not that one. System not set out, system that out, that print print. Let's try to put input. Okay, so it will print other stuffs in here, but we can actually, for now, we can comment it out so that they won't be they will not be printed. Okay, oh, sorry. Okay, so let's try to print it out. Okay, here we have hello world, and we have the slash here. Okay, the backward slash. But if we put something like n, like that, you won't be able to notice a difference. But if I will put another string here, I will say input to welcome to my channel. So like that. If I'm gonna put sorry, I did not print this one, so I will print it. And let me just put that one, and let's try to run it. So welcome to my channel. But if we will not put a line break, of course it's still valid, but look what will happen if we don't put. So it's they will be connected end to end. Okay, so when we put tab, for example, then there will be like a little bit space. That's a character of tab. The tab is not printed because that's a character. So welcome to my channel. There's like a bit of a space in there. Okay, so I think that explains everything. And I would like you to pause the video for a while for the Q&A portion of this video. Okay, so this is the question. Q and A. Okay, hold on. What's wrong with that one? Okay, this is the question for you. String data type is a primitive data type in Java. True or false? I'll give you I'll give you time to think and try to pause the video. Okay, I hope you have the same answer with me. The answer is actually false. So string data type belongs to non-primitive data type, and I have already um, illustrated the difference between the primitive data type and the non-primitive data type earlier. Okay, so thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you again in my next video. Okay, bye everyone.